Hi guys, it is April from Getting Hooga With It. Today I'm here to chat with you about the books I'd really like to read this fall. Let's get into it. So I have 6 books here that I desperately want to read this fall. A lot of thrillers. I'm mostly in the mood for thrillers, but there is an exception here. And you'll understand why. I'm going in for it right away. The Testaments by Margaret Atwood. Guys, it's here. We get to find out what happened in Gilead after we left Offred in The Handmaid's Tale, which was written in like 1985 or something crazy like that, where this is like 30-something years later. I cannot believe that this is in my hands. I was going through Walmart today to do a little shopping, a little grocery shopping, getting essentials for life. And I, of course, passed the books and it was there. And I was there and it was there and it was 40% off. Naturally, that had to happen. I had to pick this up right away. I can't believe that I'm holding this in my hands. And it's pretty. Look at the inside. Oh, although you know that that's stitching from the handmaids, or someone is stitching. Women are not allowed to do reading and stuff, and they have to do, oh God. Anyway, I am so insanely excited about this. This apparently takes place, is it 15 years after we have left Offred in The Handmaid's Tale, and we find out what happens in Gilead. How long does Gilead last for? You know it has a demise at some point, right? But I don't know how long it lasts, and I'm just so excited. I am so excited. I can't believe it's here. Let me know in the comments below if you've already picked up your copy of The Testaments, because I imagine everyone's going to be reading that. Next is a book that terrifies me. Just the cover alone terrifies me, and it's The Silent Patient. I recently hauled this in a book outlet haul, and in that video I realized that there's a creepy face on here. Look at that. There's an eyeball. These are lips. There's hair. I realized it while I was talking to you guys on that video, and this might be the scariest cover I've ever seen. I don't know. But this is about a woman who seems to have a very happy relationship, happy marriage, until she stabs him or shoots him. Oh, she shoots him 5 times in the face. And then she just stops talking. And she's taken away. I think she goes to like a mental ward or something. And this psychologist, a criminal psychotherapist, is very interested in her story, and he tries to start luring basically the story out of her and find out what happened, why she would do this. I have pretty much only heard good things. Ever since I've hauled this, you guys, I think there was one person, only one, who said they didn't like it. Everyone else said this was amazing. So, I mean, I now have very high expectations, and I don't want to do that to myself, because oh my gosh, what if I don't like it? But I don't know. You guys usually steer me the right way. So I definitely want to read this fall. More thrillers. I've got a couple of gothic-y kinds of thrillers now, and this is The Death of Mrs. Westaway by Ruth Ware. I recently read The Turn of the Key by Ruth Ware, and I really enjoyed it, like so much. And I've heard that this is also a bit gothic. This is about a woman who's very much down on her luck. She receives a phone call or a letter in the mail or something along those lines that says that she has received a substantial inheritance. She realizes pretty much as soon as the letter comes through, they have the wrong person. Like, she's not supposed to get it, but she's not doing well financially, so she's like, I'll just take it anyway. And it's a house. So she moves to this house and realizes she wished she hadn't agreed to this, that, you know, karma can kick you in the butt. And I cannot wait to read this. It's so interesting. I read the book In a Dark, Dark Wood by Ruth Ware and hated it. And then I read The Turn of the Key and loved it. Like 1 star, 5 star kind of vibes. So I'm very curious. I'm hoping to be blown away by Ruth Ware again. So I'm going to read that. And then I think I put this on a TBR every single year, and I've yet to do it. I've yet to reread The Woman in Black by Susan Hill. I want creepy, scary things right now. I don't know why, but I do. And this is a pretty tiny novella about a man who basically he's a solicitor, and this woman dies at this enormous house, very isolated house called Eel Marsh House. That doesn't sound creepy at all, right? And he has to go and take care of all of her affairs. He gets stuck there overnight one night, and he realizes it is very much haunted. And I remember loving this when I read it the first time. It's just such a fun read, and I want to read it again. I just do. Another gothic-y book is Affinity by Sarah Waters. I haven't read this. This would be another reread. I haven't read this in 20 years? Nearly 20 years, like 15 to 20 years. This was my first Sarah Waters, and I loved it. This is about a woman who lives in the Victorian ages. She's very much an upper class woman. And she tries to commit suicide. And her punishment for that is she has to go to the women's prison in London, which is very notorious for being violent and not a good place to be. And she has to go and volunteer there. And she meets a woman there named Selena. And Selena is there because she's in prison because she was hosting a seance that went terribly wrong. It left an older woman dead, a younger woman completely traumatized, and they form a relationship. And I just remember adoring this book. It's so gothic. It's also very gritty because it's in Victorian London, and it's just, I want to reread it. I do. So that might very well go down as well. And last but not least is a classic. Honestly, I should have read this summer, but I think I want to read it now. It's Picnic at Hanging Rock by Joan Lindsay. This is an Australian classic. This is about a picnic that takes place in the year 1900. It is with a group of young women who go to the Appleyard College for Young Ladies, and they go and have a picnic at Hanging Rock, and then some of them disappear, and it is about finding out what happened. I don't know if this is more mystery than thriller. I'm imagining it's a bit more of a mystery. But I'm so excited to read it. Again, tiny, tiny short book. It's like less than 200 pages. So very excited. Those are all of the books that I would really like to read this fall. Let me know in the comments below if you've read any of these, like which one is your favorite. If you've read a couple of them, I'd love to know. And also let me know what you're planning on reading this fall, because I want to know that too. Okay, I'll talk to you guys later. Bye!